Okay, so to give you an idea of what the research thing that I'm doing is going to be like, I decided to go through a higher level mock examination that you guys just sat there a couple of weeks ago. So don't have a copy of the mock paper to actually do it on an exam paper, but I do have the question. So I just wrote out the question. I kind of took a few liberties, like that's not the full question down here, but the essential information is there. So just to give you an idea of what the video will look like, the kind of markers that I'm using. So we'll watch it in class, which is going to be weird because you're watching this right now and I'm referring to my future self. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so looking at this here, we're going to have a look at this. If you find any criticisms, like right now I'm not sure, my head might be getting in the way. We'll find out soon enough anyway. Alright, so let's start this question here. Write down a fraction halfway between 1/2 and 2/3. So that's not too difficult. Alright, you could have done it on your calculator. If you literally put into your calculator 1/2 added to 2/3 and then divided by 2, you would have gotten 7/12. 7/12. Alright, and that is the halfway between the fraction 1/2 and 2/3. Alright, write down the following numbers in order from smallest to highest. So 1/8, 1.3 by 10 to the minus 1, and 0.14 and 11.5. Well, let's just have a quick look, right? So if we look at this guy here, first of all, he's a percentage, so divide him by 100, just bring the decimal place back 2 places. So he's actually 0.115. Alright, this guy is 0.14. This guy is 1.3 by 10 to the minus 1. That means you divide by 10, so you go back 1, and he's 0.13. Alright, and this guy is 1/8, which is 0.125. You can get him by literally using your calculator to divide 1 by 8, and that's the number you'll get. So looking then, the highest, or we're going from smallest to highest, so the smallest number is 11.5%. The next highest is 1/8. The next highest is 0.13, and the next highest then is 0.14. Alright, and that's it done there. So from lowest to highest. Okay, so that's the answer to that question there. Alright, lowest to highest. I'd imagine if you had gone from highest to lowest, you'd only lose 1 mark. So Mount Everest summit to nearest 100 meters. There's a lot more to this question. I've just simplified it down to the crucial bits of information. So they're basically telling you that the summit of Mount Everest to the nearest 100 meters is 8,800 meters. And then it asks you to complete the inequality. Well, what they mean is really that to the nearest 100 meters, divide 100 by 2 and you get 50. So that means that this figure can really only be 50 up or 50 down. So the height is somewhere between 8,750 and 8,850. And it can't be equal to that. Alright, so that's the inequality there. Part D, express 184,932,672,554 to 6 significant figures. Alright, I've probably said that number wrong, just so you know. Let's have a look. So what does 6 significant figures mean? It means that the first 6 figures are the ones we care about. Alright, so in other words, 18493. I have a look now. This number is greater than 5 or 4. So I'm going to just round that to 3. So 184,933. Now what you might be inclined to do is say that these guys are gone, but they're not. We just make them zeros now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So because these numbers are still significant, alright, they let you know just how big the number is. If you say 184,933, you've changed billions into hundred thousands. Alright, so you have to keep those zeros in.